Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I showed you this page yesterday. This is dropgold.com, and this is the we talked about it in a video yesterday or two, but we were talking about how Grayscale Investments has put out their commercial where they're basically, it's a campaign to tell people to drop gold and buy Bitcoin in the new era, and it was a really good commercial and a really good movement, I believe. Well, one thing that I've told you on this channel many times is that anybody that's in the XRP community that whether it's a charity or whether you're trying to start a business or anything that I can help support in the XRP community, I will do so. And so when this information came out yesterday, I had a guy, one of the people I talked to on Twitter, I won't name any names, but he contacted me and he said, this drop gold thing, I believe, is a big deal. And so he said, it gave me an idea, and I'm about to show you what his idea was, and so somebody out there may be interested in this, and so I told him I would pass it along. And I thought it was a really smart idea and really smart of him to do it, and so I'm gonna help the guy out. He bought dropsilver.com, which he has for sale now. This is I guess he's got that on Namecheap. And then he took it a step further. So any of you who have any ideas, or you own a digital asset, or maybe you are a big Litecoin holder because they've referred to Litecoin as the silver to Bitcoin's gold. I've heard that reference many times. So maybe as a Litecoin holder, you may want to start a movement about dropping silver and get this domain from this guy, dropsilver.com. And by the way, before any of you accuse me or anything, I have no financial interest in this. I'm purely passing this along because I thought it was a smart idea, and I like to help smart people with their ideas. And this one, same thing. He also bought dropusd.com. So any of you who have an idea out there, he's got this for sale too. I love the entrepreneurial spirit. Okay, next from XRP Crypto Wolf. The Bank of Canada and the Monetary Authority of Singapore did an experiment on cross-border and cross-currency payments using central bank digital currencies. This first trial between two central banks has a great potential to increase the inefficiencies. That he's done a whole thread here. The Bank of Canada and the Monetary Authority of Singapore have been collaborating in the use of distributed ledger technology and central bank digital currencies to make cross-border payment process cheaper, faster, and safer. The two central banks have successfully linked up their respective experimental domestic payment networks, namely Project Jasper and Project Ubin, which are built on two different DLT platforms. The Jasper Ubin project was carried out in partnership with Accenture and JP Morgan, who supported the development of Canadian network on R3 Corda and the Singapore network on Quorum, respectively. The report further suggests areas of research in DLT interconnectivity mechanisms and alternative network models. This represents opportunities for future collaboration among central banks, financial institutions, and fintech firms. After the success of the project, the Bank of Canada and MAS have jointly published a report that proposes different design options for cross-border settlement systems. Jasper Ubin Designer Paper, enabling cross-border high-value transfer using DLT. You can easily see this being a link between Ripple and things that are going on with JP Morgan in conjunction with R3. This could be a really big deal. Okay, moving along. This is from @WebSurfology. Sent this to me. Binance prepares to launch margin trading for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Tron, and Binance Coin. Now, folks, on this channel, you've heard me say many, many times that not only will you see in crypto all of the existing financial products, whether it's interest-bearing accounts or ETFs or this type of thing, but you're also going to see products you've never even heard of yet. Well, one of the existing products, this will be the first time I've seen this, is margin trading, which means you can borrow to buy these digital assets, which means there will be more money to buy XRP, thus driving your investment up in price. I do not recommend margin trading. I don't do it. I wouldn't do it. It's too risky in my opinion, but the fact that they're making it available just shows you more and more Wall Street's coming, folks. Binance is doing this, which means that BAC's going to do it, which means that ErisX is going to do it, Fidelity Digital Assets is going to do it, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Merrill Lynch, all of them are going to come in, whether they're trading through BAC or whoever, they will be in the game and they will be doing margin trading, period. Okay. Next, got this from Brian Melancholy, XRP, at Mike Honcho _11 sent this. And this is, it says, super interesting, Bitcoin needs U.S. government backing before we support crypto. And that's from Goldman Sachs. And this, let me see if I can see it. Yeah, this is, well, actually, I didn't realize it, but this is this is an article from yesterday. Okay. I saw that 1.5. I was like, oh, that's from January. But no, that's yesterday. Goldman Sachs is waiting to throw its hat in the cryptocurrency ring until the U.S. government gives the asset a thumbs up. Well, this entire article is written really in a form that I think would be considered BS, because all they're really saying here, Goldman Sachs, folks, Goldman Sachs isn't waiting on anything. Goldman Sachs has been getting into cryptocurrencies since 2013, back when Fidelity Digital Assets and all of these other big players were paying attention to it. They smelled the money back then, and they've smelled it ever since then. All they've been doing is positioning themselves behind the scenes. I believe that when the way they've written this article is that, oh, well, they just have no idea what's going to happen, and they're just waiting on the government to give them a thumbs up. They know exactly what the government's going to do and when they're going to do it. This is Goldman Sachs. They rule the world. Goldman Sachs, in my opinion, has been planning to do everything they're going to do through BACT all along, because I think BACT, in essence, represents traditional finance and the government. And they know that it will extremely cut down on their liability. I believe that the whole point is that BACT is going to be the one that carries all of the liability of doing all of this trading. And I think Goldman and Morgan Stanley and all of the big players are at least initially going to run all of their things through BACT. But this is complete BS. To present it this way, like, oh, we're just waiting on government backing. Well, maybe they are waiting on government backing, but all they're really waiting on is the CFTC to give BACT final approval, and then all systems are go. But these guys, you better believe they are ready to pound this market. Michael at VAL5 Links sent me this tweet, which this is that SABB. I think we've talked about SABB Bank, but this is the first time I've seen this from a bank where they're advertising runs on Ripple. With our new blockchain-powered international e-remittance service, you can make payments faster than ever before. Runs on Ripple. I'm going to have to use this I'm going to have to screenshot that and use that in my thumbnail for this video. Okay, now this is really exciting. This is from at Ripple Darth Ripple. He says, and here we have our first household name, Walmart. April 2014, Walmart and RIA partnered. April 2019, RIA and Ripple partnered. Just connect the dots. And he links to this. And this is the announcement from Walmart back in 2014. Powered by RIA, Walmart brings lower fees and simplicity to money transfer market. They introduced exclusive money transfer service, cuts fees by up to 50% for customers. Well, what this is all in reference to is yesterday we were talking about this. and this is from AdX Lighting the Way. Per the announcement, RIA intends to expand domestic payout with Walmart to all Walmart locations in the United States. And this is from an announcement about Ripple partnering with these guys. Excuse me. This is an article that we talked about. I believe this article's from yesterday. Euronet Worldwide partners with Ripple to integrate RippleNet at subsidiary RIA Money Transfer. RIA is a subsidiary of Euronet Worldwide, and Ripple is now partnered with them. That is 1 degree of separation from Walmart. In other words, RippleNet is in. I mean, this is like that. How much bigger can it get, folks? I mean, really, how much bigger can it get? Amazon? Maybe so. All right. Next, from X-Men XRP at XRP33, sent me this. For those of you that are, I think they call them Punditians, PundiX set to launch an open platform for businesses and blockchain developers. Leading blockchain payment service provider PundiX has announced that it will soon open up its platform called Open Platform for developers and companies to list digital tokens within XPOS, XWallet, and XPass. The platform will also allow the creation of customized XPass cards within the same ecosystem. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I'm reading that is that you'll be able to create your own digital asset on the PundiX platform. That's the way I read that. I could be wrong, don't quote me, but I think that's what they're saying. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and families. PundiX is one digital asset that I own for the longer term. And I buy a little bit here and there, $50 at a time. Thank you for listening.